At LHTC Broadband, we're proud to provide the communication services you need to get the most from today's technology. We're your local choice for TV, phone, and internet. We offer high-quality cable TV service with HD, multi-room DVR, on-demand, and watch TV everywhere. Plus unlimited calling, and our internet is faster than ever with speeds up to 1 gigabyte. With no contracts and local customer service, switching has never been easier. Call today, 724-593-2411, or visit lhtcbroadband.com.
Good morning, this is Louise Bates and I welcome you to Laurel Highlands Happenings on 97.3 Light FM and 1480 WCNS. Brought to you this month by our sponsors, Camp Christian, offering summer camps for all ages and a wide array of retreat opportunities throughout the year. And also Be Kind Winery, open Thursdays to Saturdays at Thistledown at Sager House, Ligonier. I'm here the first Saturday of every month to share with you the latest happenings in Laurel Highlands, giving you some great ideas for places to visit, things to do, and events to attend. After all, the Laurel Highlands is a wonderful place to live, work, and play. So, how is everybody doing? We've got past January. Are you surviving the winter blues? Hopefully we can boost you with some fun ideas for February. It's all hearts and flowers with St. Valentine's Day just around the corner. And do you have something planned for your love? If you're still seeking that perfect day out, Laurel Highlands has an abundance of Valentine-themed events you can enjoy with the one you love. At wineries, art centres, breweries, romantic dinners at restaurants, and loved-up weekends away at cosy cabins, cottages, and resorts. We have it all here in the Laurel Highlands. So if you would like to find out more, do visit laurelhighlands.org and search the events calendar, the places to stay, and dining for that perfect Valentine gift. So today, to keep with the St. Valentine's Day themed, we are going to talk weddings. So if you're getting married or have someone getting married in the family or friends tying the knot, just listen in as we've got two super cool guests on the show today that can give you some ideas for the big day. So I'd like to welcome Jay Bell from Terra Vineyards and Marty Dorsch and Justin Travalski from Windswept Entertainment and Event Rentals. But let's start with Jay of Terra Vineyards. Good morning, Jay. Welcome to Laurel Highlands Happenings.
Good morning, Louise.
Good to see you.
Yes, so happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm thrilled you're here. I've been lucky enough to be out to Terra Vineyard several times, and I have to say, I just love what you're doing out there. You have brilliant events. You've got great wine. It's a fantastic ambience at all the events, and I just love it. But for our listeners that are like scratching their heads right now, thinking, well, who is Terra, and what do they do, and where are you located? Can you just tell us a little bit more about you?
Yeah, sure. First off, I'm so excited to be here. I'm glad you had us out here, Luis. And as anyone knows, I mean, I love talking about Terra. I love talking about the winery and all the things that happen there. So Terra is... We're a winery. We're just off of the New Stanton exit, just about 2 miles from the interstate exit. Terra, it consists of 67 total acres, and the winery and some of the vines are situated on a 17-acre parcel just outside of New Stanton there. You know, we have a beautiful tasting room that you can come in and do, you can have wine tastings and enjoy the ambiance. We have live music on a regular basis. We have a really, really nice open feel event space that we host. Obviously, we host weddings and we host showers and birthday parties and all kinds of different events like that. It is situated on a 3-acre lake and a vineyard, great outdoor patios. We are pet friendly on our outdoor space with leash, of course. Cool, interesting thing that we picked up in the past couple of years was we now have 12 different taps of all local beers and a whole wide array of local spirits, all made in PA for people to enjoy whenever they come out.
That's pretty cool. It's a very cool place, and I'm astonished you do have a lot of local craft breweries, which is nice to see. Yes. But you also offer free tastings for your own wine, correct?
Sure. Yes. Yeah.
And how many wines do you actually have on the go? I mean, how many you have? Like, I'm sure you have go from dry right the way through to sweet.
Right, and it varies a bit. On on average, we have about 20 wines. We do also have ciders, and we've actually this past year ventured into the world of cider.
Wow.
And so we have our original cider, and we have a rosé that's always there, and some seasonal ones that we've done. So we're playing around with that a little bit and having fun.
Wow.
But we have dry wines all the way to sweet and fruit wines. So nice little selection to find just the right wine for you or whoever else is coming with you.
It's good wine. I've tried it.
Thank you.
I've been at
Thank
events. Okay, so talking about events, and of course we're talking about St. Valentine's Day, you actually have a couple of cool events going on for St. Valentine's Day. So if you can tell the listeners what you've got planned, because there might be people out there thinking, oh, that sounds really cool. I want to take my loved one to that event. Right.
I mean, this is the month of love, right? There's so many things going on, tons of engagements, new couples, people just, and people are looking for something to do. It's February. It's really just, it could potentially be a very dull month, but it can be very exciting. It could be fun, and with Valentine's Day, we thought this is our first year in this new building, and we wanted to create something really special for Valentine's Day. So we're actually working with Elegant Catering, who is going to prepare a 4-course dinner for our sweetheart dinner the evening of the 14th, Friday the 14th. We're going to have a 4-course dinner that is, each course is paired with one of our wines. Not paired, it's paired and cooked. So it's actually made with our wines.
Nice.
Awesome. I mean, it's some of the best food you'll have, anywhere around. Accompanied with that, we do have live entertainment that's going to be there in our cocktail lounge. So when you make a reservation, you pick an hour that you'll have your reservation to be seated. You can come early, enjoy a drink in the cocktail lounge, listen to some music, hang out, and then you get seated. You go through the whole dinner. Lovely candlelight by the wine barrels in the winery, overlooking the water. And then after your dinner, you can stick around for a bit and enjoy some more entertainment in the cocktail lounge and have another drink if you'd like. So it should be a really nice evening. Tickets are available online and Eventbrite, of which you can access from our calendar on our website. You can also access on our Facebook page. We have an event for the Sweetheart Dinner, and tickets are available there.
So how much are the tickets?
Tickets are $45 person.
Per person, okay.
Which includes the whole evening, all the food, staffing, and...
Does that include the wine as well?
So we don't have the wine in yet, just so that you can pick whatever wines you want to have with your dinner. Like I said, we do have beer and we have cocktails, so not everybody's going to want wine. So
this is true. Okay.
They can come in and pick whatever drink they'd like whenever they're there. And
that's included in the 45?
Not the drinks.
Not the drinks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the food and the space.
Food and the space. Okay, the ambience.
Yes.
The romantic ambience.
Correct.
It's very cool. And how many slots do you have? Because you said there's different times, so just so people have got a rough idea.
So we start our first seating is going to be at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And then you can pick a time slot. Just a seating time, there's a different opening every half hour. The dinner is longer. I mean, you'll be seated. So say you pick 6:30, which I think is sold out, or it's very close to being sold out.
Okay.
Like if you had 6:30, you could sit there throughout the evening, but there's different reservation times that you can pick.
Gotcha. So to either go on your website, which is bellaterravineyards.com.
You got it.
All right. Or your Facebook page, which is Bella Terra Vineyards.
Bella Terra Vineyards.
Okay, and you can just reserve your spot. But I from what I gather, it's selling fast.
Yes,
so basically get online quick and reserve your spot for that romantic, what is it called, the Sweetheart Dinner?
We're calling it the Sweetheart Dinner.
Oh, yes. So sweet. Okay. All right.
Friends, your loved one, whatever the case might be.
Okay, so now you also have another event you were just telling me about. That's the day before, on the Thursday. So it's a pre-Valentine's Day event.
Correct. So February, our every month we do a paint and sip at the winery. We have an instructor. You come in, you get a glass of wine. We have food there, and you get a really nice instructional painting.
Right.
And it's a great thing to go to with friends. And every month it sells out. February is already sold out, but we decided to add a paint and sip for Valentine's Day. So it's the day before Valentine's Day on the 13th, and it's a couple's theme. So whether it's a couple, it's a friend, it's a loved one, a significant other, whatever the case might be, it's a 2-part painting. So each person does their part, and when they're put together,
it's complete.
It's a complete photo.
Whole.
Yeah, it's a complete painting. So
Wonderful.
it'd be a really nice evening for a couple, and just something else to do in that romantic that weekend.
Right, and how much does that cost per person?
So it's $35 for the paint and sip event.
Okay, so again, go on the website, check out the Facebook page, and it's all there. And is there a limit to numbers for that event?
Yes, so we limit that to 50.
50
people.
Gosh, you have 50 people painting all at once.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a great event. Check out on Facebook. We have a lot of photos of previous paint and sips.
That's a giggle.
And everybody, it's a great time.
Brilliant. Okay, so we've got a few minutes spare, and I really want to talk about your wedding venue, because you put this wonderful new building up last year, and it's such a wonderful space. And you've got it looks out over the pond. You can have the wedding ceremony outside or inside, depending. You've got a big space, and you have the catering, the wine there. It's just lovely. So just tell us a little bit about expand on what I've just said to you about your weddings.
Sure. So weddings are very special to everybody. And as I know, my wedding was extremely special to me, and I loved the process of planning it, and I loved going through that. So I wanted to create a space where people can do the same thing. They can really feel like they have the ability to customize they can customize their wedding. And if anyone knows, my background's actually in landscaping. I've spent 17 years landscaping work. So grounds and landscape is very important to me. So I knew that if we when we were building a building, I wanted it to interact with the landscape as much as possible. So we have this great, there's a lake on the property, beautiful grounds, big trees. We have the vineyard, and I wanted a wedding, if you're having an event there, a wedding, to be able to experience all of that and not feel as if they are just cooped up in a room.
Right.
Where they eat dinner, they dance, and then everybody feels like it's time to go home.
So it kind of blends together. You can go in and outside.
Right. So we wanted to tie all those things together and make them flow. Right.
Yeah.
So beautiful outdoor ceremony spots. We actually have 3 spots that people can choose from. All 3 are very unique and have great settings. Ceremonies are great. And then we have really nice tasting room, nice atmospheres, of which we use for like our cocktail hour. So everybody comes in during cocktail hour. And one of the things we started doing this year, we tried it, and it was really cool. Was after the ceremony, the bride and groom typically walk around and get pictures right after, and then the guests all go to cocktail hour. Well, in this case, after the pictures, we set up a small table in the vineyard where just the bride and groom got to have their first dinner together alone in the vineyard without being interrupted. And as everybody knows in weddings, everybody wants to talk to you. They all want to congratulate you and have a good time. And that just it gave me chills as how special that event was for the couple that did that this past summer. So excited to do that a lot more in the future and share that experience with people.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, we are running out of time, sadly, but listeners, I strongly encourage you to actually go out and see Bella Terra Vineyards. It is a great space. They have brilliant events out there, from paint and sips every month, right?
Every month.
You have food trucks out there. In the summer, you have live music on a Friday night and Saturday.
We actually have live music from Wednesday to Sunday.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah,
okay, you're expanding.
Many days a week.
Okay, so, just get on out there, whether you want to try a glass of wine or just really enjoy the live music. And they are also participants on our portal. So go and get your passport sticker too. Anything else quickly to add? We're kind of running out of time.
No, that's great.
Okay.
Please, come out, check out our website. We have a full calendar that's live right on our website. It just says calendar. You can click on it and just pick a day to come, because we're open 7 days a week, and you can pick whatever day, and there's always something interesting going on.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Jay. Thanks for being a guest on our show.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
If you've just joined us, you're listening to Laurel Highlands Happenings. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Camp Christian, offering summer camps for all ages and a wide array of retreat opportunities throughout the year, and Be Kind Winery, open Thursdays to Saturdays at Thistledown Sega House, Ligonier. Our next guests this morning are Marty Dorsch and Justin Travalski from Windswept Entertainment and Event Rentals. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning, Louise. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm glad you're here. Now, most people around here know Windswept because they drive past you on 30, or heading towards La Trobe, and you're the go-to for the weddings, the big parties, the corporate events, graduation parties, and so on. So, but can you just tell us a little bit more about your history? About you've been around for decades, so just tell us a bit more, because I'm sure you are more than just putting up tents, right?
We are.
Okay.
So we are a full-service special events rental company. If someone is looking to have an event, large or small, we can meet the needs. We do event rentals, amusements, and entertainment.
Okay. So when you say like event rentals and amusements and entertainment, and the amusements is catching my eye. So first of all, what types of events do you actually specialize in?
Well, events can be any number of things, from company picnics to weddings to fundraisers to backyard birthday party or graduation parties, promotional events. There's quite a few different categories that we service.
It's kind of endless, isn't it?
It is. And we do a lot of events that are at various venues where we'll just bring in the cookware or the china and flatware, silverware, linens, that type of thing.
Right. So, and I'm sure you've seen a change, a growth. I'm sure you think you've seen it all, and then somebody requests something that's completely new or different. Is that the case?
Always happens, yes.
Yes?
Yes, there's always something that somebody finds on the internet, and they have to show us the picture, and we will try to duplicate it to the best of our
That's really cool.
abilities. Yep.
So, you do all these big tents and things for all these different events, but you're more than tents, and you're staged the whole event. So we were just saying a minute ago, so and it's not just like the cutlery or the silverware. I mean, you do just it's just mind-boggling. You do so many things. I mean, it's from knives and forks right through to cotton candy machines, right?
Right.
I mean, it's like, so just if you can just expand, tell us what else you offer, because I'm sure people, they just associate you with tent.
Yeah, so I mean, tents are kind of the main thing. So when we get into things like weddings, people that want their own customized venue, right? So
yes.
The tent, we do the tent, but then there's walls. We offer flooring, carpeting, chairs, tables, linens, flatware. We do lighting for the tent. I mean,
heating
depending,
too,
yes,
right?
heating and AC.
Yeah.
We do AC. But then there's also things like we might do a corporate event where they have a family day and they'll want amusements for the kids. We offer inflatables. All of our operators are state certified. And then we do entertainment like face painting, airbrush tattoos, clowns, jugglers, and musicians. And it's endless.
So that's amazing. Now, I read somewhere on your website you have up to 300 sort of entertainment, like face painting, clowns, jugglers, all the things you say, or you've got on your books that you can reach out to come and do the entertainment.
Anything from a stilt walker to a classic pianist, petting zoos, anything you can think of. We have mechanical bulls, dunk tanks, all kind of crazy things.
You're like the Aladdin's cave, aren't you? Who knew? I just thought it was tents, but you've got all this stuff. It's brilliant. I think it's just great. I mean, this is off the top of my head. How many, do you know how many inflatable things you have, like different things?
I believe we have about 30 different inflatables. Yeah, so, and they all range from, for kids, they're the size of 36 inches to, we have stuff for adults too. Like the mechanical bull,
the adults are probably worse than
that's
the
a big
kids.
hit. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have an inflatable called the Titanic, which is a slide. which is...
It's probably about 35 feet
30,
tall.
I think, yeah,
Yep.
37 feet tall. So, quick funny story. We were giving, my wife and I were giving somebody a tour of the warehouse one day, and we are out walking through the warehouse, and we hear, whee! Because every time we bring something back from a job, it gets cleaned, right? So
Right.
the warehouse staff was cleaning it, so they had it blown up, and they decided they were all going to take a couple rides down the slide.
That's perks of the job, right?
That's right. That's right.
That's very cool. Okay, so my next question is, I bet your customer base, your outreach is huge. I mean, how far do you go out? I mean, I know you're out towards Pittsburgh, right? I mean, how far do you go out? What's your sort of location-wise? Where do you go?
We tend to work about a 150-mile radius from Latrobe, and which certainly includes parts of Ohio, West Virginia, Maryland. We do a lot of work down the Deep Creek, Maryland area. We do a lot of work with WVU over in Morgantown. So we do cover a pretty good area. We do every year the festival, the Du Bois Festival, which is several hours away. We did a big wedding this year in Bradford,
Yes.
PA, which is quite a hike. But yeah, we're not afraid to get in the trucks and let them roll.
Gosh, how many trucks do you have?
10.
10?
10, correct.
All different shapes and sizes, I
Correct.
imagine, to fit in all those different tents and
Yes.
inflatables and cotton candy machines and the clowns.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
they probably drive separately in their clown car. Oh golly! So basically, you are you're doing weddings. You do like family reunions. You do graduations. I'm sure you do a lot of graduations. I'm sure listeners are like, well, they did a tent for our graduation or for our weddings. You're doing that. You're doing the corporates, holiday parties, employee parties. What else do you do? Is it
We do a lot of university work. Off the top of my head, we work with IUP and Carnegie Mellon and Robert Morris. We actually have a Robert Morris inflatable that we keep for the school. We do a lot of work with WVU and Pitt, and looking at a project right now with Chatham. So a lot of university work, a lot of clubs and organizations, country clubs. And we do a lot with the fundraising community. So we work with the Junior Diabetes Foundation, Crohn's and Colitis Group. These are folks that have big walks in downtown Pittsburgh, typically either at Shenley Park or is that the Point Park, right?
Point Park, yep.
And those tend to be pretty huge. Some of those we have in excess of 40 tents up.
40?
Yes.
Good Lord, that's a lot of manpower, isn't it? That's labor intensive.
It
Oh,
is,
yes.
and the problem down
Yeah.
there is, you got to get them up the day before,
Yeah.
and then you got to get them down the day of. So it is very intense.
All hands on deck, I'd
Yes,
imagine,
exactly.
Justin, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
And then
gosh.
hitting on events that we do, St. Vincent's actually a big customer of ours. So we do their graduation, but we also do the Steelers training camp every year.
Right.
That's
That's
a
big.
big deal, yeah.
Right.
And then we also do the Westmoreland County Air Show every year.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. But having said all these big names you're throwing out there, having said that, you also do families too, right? I mean, for those that just have
Yeah,
a graduation party and want a small tent or a small wedding, I mean, I would imagine no job is too small or too big, right?
Correct. And strangely enough, I would say that if you took all the jobs, say, over $20,000, they would be matched by the jobs that are in the $1,000 to $5,000 range, right? I mean, we get a lot of, that's really our go-to project is really in that $2,000 to $5,000 range.
Okay. So what makes you different from other companies that are similar? Why are people going to you?
I think the reason people go to us is just our quality. We have a very well-maintained inventory. Our equipment is gone through constantly because with the size of our warehouse, we use a good portion of it to just service our equipment. So clean, like when a tent goes out and it comes back, it gets cleaned. Yes. Right. It's just how we treat our equipment. People really, they notice because a lot of people that we do get are from that have gone with other companies, but they just we always get great compliments
great
on
reviews,
our stuff, yes.
And people recognize that. So then you've got your repeat customers coming back because they know you do a good job. And if you've got experienced staff who know how to get the tents up or can troubleshoot on site, it makes all the difference,
Correct.
doesn't it, to customer service too?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, we've got a couple minutes left, so tell if people are listening and thinking, oh, our grandson's graduating this summer, or I know our granddaughter's getting married next year, and they want to know more information, they just love what they're hearing. How do they go about to find out more information from you?
Well, I think step one is just go on the website, which is windswept.com, and that will give you a list of all of the equipment we have available. The other option certainly is to give us a call, 724-539-1009, or simply stop into the showroom. We'd be happy to give you a tour of the warehouse. We have some very capable folks who work there that can start your planning process and help you work through that. We also have the ability to create computer-aided designs for layouts for what equipment you need in a tent, whether that's staging or flooring or a buffet area or what kind of seating, and round tables, rectangular tables, et cetera, can get fairly complex, but we, again, with the CAD program, try to keep it simple.
That's nice to hear. It's because sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming where to start.
It can be.
And how many things you need, and how do you actually lay it all out if you're doing especially an outdoor wedding? I mean, where do you start? I mean, it's all the little detail stuff, isn't it? That can be a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah,
so,
as Justin said, yes, we're basically creating a venue to match the vision of the bride and or groom that are getting married.
It's right. It's customization. It's personal service. This is fascinating to hear all the things you do. Who knew? Just to recap, just tell the listeners website and what social media platforms you're on.
Well, the website is Windswept, WINDSWEPT.com, and we are also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. And again, our phone number is 724-539-1009. And I'll close with a fun fact that Justin, sitting here to my left, has been with the company. He's our operations guru for 15 years, and he's also a nationally ranked axe thrower.
No way.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
And do you go down to Valhalla? Is that?
I throw out of Valhalla. I will be going to the International Axe Throwing Championships in Toronto in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, I wish you the very best. That's really cool too. Let us know how you get on, because we know Valhalla. We're actually going out ourselves. The LHVB staff will be going out to do some axe throwing in February.
That's great.
So maybe we'll see you out there.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, gents, for being on the show. I wish you a very wonderful, prosperous wedding season and complete year of throwing tents up and axe throwing and everything else that you do at Windswept. And thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Much appreciated.
You have been listening to Laurel Highlands Happenings, brought to you this month by Camp Christian, offering summer camps for all ages and a wide array of retreat opportunities throughout the year. And also Be Kind Winery, open Thursdays to Saturdays at Thistledown, Asega House, Ligonier. All events and businesses mentioned today can be found at laurelhighlands.org. And if you are active on social media, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, cheerio.
At LHTC Broadband, we're proud to provide the communication services you need to get the most from today's technology. We're your local choice for TV, phone, and internet. We offer high-quality cable TV service with HD, multi-room DVR, on-demand, and watch TV everywhere, plus unlimited calling. And our internet is faster than ever with speeds up to 1 gigabyte. With no contracts and local customer service, switching has never been easier. Call today, 724-593-2411, or visit LHTCBroadband.com.